There's two ways we buy houses. I'm gonna put this plain and simple, and then we're gonna be delving into that more a little later today. One, we buy with payments. Simply put, us and the seller agree that we'll send them a check every single month until we pay them off in full. Now there's 400 ways to structure it underneath that. It could mean there's a debt and we're covering the payment. It could mean it's free and clear and we're sending them a check. It could mean that there's a seller carrying the note for a certain amount of time. There could be interest involved, there could not be interest involved. It could be there's two mortgages and we're paying one off. Who knows? There's a million ways to do this, but simply put, we buy houses on payments. It's always the first choice. As real estate investors, that's if the person who you're working with obviously has been trained by me or me and Ron or me and one of my partners, that's always what they're gonna have been taught, and that's always what they're gonna have been doing and focusing on, is buy with payments first. Secondly, after we find out the payments does not work, we then buy with cash way below value. So as long as there's a massive difference between the ARV of the property, the after repaired value, what we believe the property is worth when it's fixed, and the ask price, then it's something we need to have a conversation about and potentially close on. So one, we buy with payments. Over time, we make the seller payments. Or two, we buy with cash, but with massive equity. So write this one down. Payments are the only option. Now, what do I mean by that? I just told you we buy with cash. I mean, every seller wants cash right now all the time, right? Anybody experience that? No, I just want my cash. I also, though, want you to know that payments are the only option until you find out it's not. So when I'm on the phone with a seller, I always offer payments first. Bought a house recently with massive equity at 50% of actually 40-something% of value on payments with $5,000 down. Now there's all the reasons why, and I could go through that exactly why and how we done that and how we negotiated that. And we bought it because she said I would prefer cash. This is before I went on my diet I constantly talk about. I said I want to be skinny. And she laughed and I laughed, and I said, the way it usually works is we agree on a price now. I pay all closing costs. I'm not a realtor, or if you are a realtor, say I'm not acting as a realtor in this transaction. I'm not a realtor, so there's no 6% commissions or fees. And actually you net more by selling this way than any other way. So knowing that, would you be willing to give me some time to pay you off in full? And so what we did, instead of buying it for 75 cash, is I bought it with 85 grand, 5 grand down, payments over the lifetime of the remaining loan. All right, talk more about that structure in shortly. I just want to mention that because I want very clearly defined for the ACT and DISPO roles. I want the team to understand what our model is. And our model is always owner finance first, creative finance of some sort first, and secondly, cash below value.
I know you loved today's video. Hit the like button and the subscribe button to not only help with the algorithms, more importantly, to keep up to date on all the real estate investing tips and tricks and mindset stuff I share with you. Also follow me on social media for all the up-to-date stuff that's going on in my world that I want to invite you to.